Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stocksnipertrading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AAAFx, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AAAFx, we offer ultra low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our accounts spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HEMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AFX, recommended by Stocksnipertrading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stocksnipertrading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips, and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Recording in progress.
Hey guys, welcome to Stocksnipertrading. I'm your host, Ronnie, and my partner is Dave. Welcome, guys. We welcome you. It's Thursday, June 22 today, and we'll be looking at this afternoon. We're going to go for 2 hours. So we're going to be looking at two securities. We're going to do a top-down analysis on US 30, Dow Jones, and NASDAQ. We will be looking at those securities, guys. So thanks again for joining. I appreciate all of you guys. If it's your first time here, we appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, if you're getting value and content out of what we do. And as always, guys, if you can like the stream, when you helps us grow this channel, which is what we're trying to do here. So we do appreciate you guys helping us out doing that. So thank you, guys. So just want to, before we get started, guys, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that is learning how to trade, putting in the time, putting in the effort. It's not easy. I was just having a conversation with some old friends, and they were asking me, Ron, how is trading? How are the markets and everything like that? And we just got into like a little discussion and talking about it. And again, the same comments, you know, nobody ever makes money trading. No one can ever win. And, but I want to tell you guys that you guys are doing really well. So, you know, like they never really learned how to trade, so they have that stereotype that all traders lose money and things like that. But I just want to say, like, if you're still struggling as a trader and you're doing really well, I just want to commend you guys. You know, it's not easy to trade the markets. So like a lot of people are not doing what you are doing. So whether you're winning or losing, you're still learning something new every single day. So I just want to send shout outs to you guys. You know, it's not easy to do this, and some people need that motivation to keep them going, that you're not the only one that's ever struggled as a trader. We've all struggled, but some of us never gave up. That's what separates us from other traders or other people, is not giving up. You know, like at some point maybe you will give up your trading journey, but if you learn how to do this properly on maybe a demo account or trading smaller, then you're going to start to understand concepts and understand the value of pips or percentages as opposed to just money and getting rich. So that's another thing. So I want to commend you guys that are also doing this the way to learn how to do it properly. That's very, very important, guys. So just good stuff, guys. And let's continue learning today. Let's continue earning or compounding our accounts. And the session this morning with Dave was unbelievable. Lot of good trades taken, a lot of pips accumulated. Also, the signals we sent out, there was some that hit some really nice profits. And so the guys that are still learning how to use SST signals, you guys are doing great. Remember, just continue learning. It's not just a simple buy and sell. You want to really learn the structure of the market and how to read a static zone and maybe how to read a false breakout or an actual confirmed breakout, and everything that we do here live every single day. So we're just trying to help with the signals as well. And you can see right over here, this platform over here is called Bookmap, guys. What it is a live liquidity feed of the futures contracts, and I have it on this one YMU3. This is the Dow Jones futures contracts US 30, and these are our offers above us. These are our bids below us. This is the current order book, and this is our profile volume right over here. I have it in 15-minute increments. Right over here, 15, 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, 1 o'clock. We just started right here, this dotted vertical line. And then you're going to see another dotted vertical line coming in very soon at 1:15. This indicator over here is CVD, cumulative volume delta. It adds up everything. It's like the buys minus the sells, and then it gives you either net positive or net negative. Currently, we are net negative. So a lot of these transactions that have occurred in the last hour are on the net negative side, so we're having a more selling pressure, and that's why we're seeing lower lows and lower highs and the push down. Could be like a head and shoulder pattern and pushing down, and we'll see when it comes down. Yeah, so see now how it's really pushing down, coming down into this liquidity pool. The liquidity pool is like right over here where my cursor is. Yeah, and see Nasdaq pushing down, guys. So when you really learn how to read an order book and live liquidity, it can help complement your trading. Is this necessary? It's not, but later on when you want to develop as a trader and take it to the next level as you get more advanced, maybe you want to complement your trading with a live liquidity platform in the market, okay? And we have a link in the description that can get you a free trial with, you can download this platform with Bookmap, but you can practice with Bitcoin, BTC. And right now BTC is fun, it's moving, it's really bullish right now lately. And if you want to learn with that for free, we always recommend free stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. Download it, subscribe to the BTC that they have, and test out and learn how to do this. Okay. So before we get started, is anybody in any trades right now? Is anyone taking a sell as we're speaking? Is anyone in buys or anything like that on the indices over here on US 30 or Nasdaq? No, nothing. Okay, guys. So I'm not in anything myself. So do I want to just jump in the market right now? We can do that, but it's not recommended. Like, we want to go through our motions. We want to go through our daily routine, what we normally do. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a top-down analysis. And again, if you guys are in any trades yourself, please manage them. Let's be responsible adults here. Please manage your own trades here. I'm not a financial advisor, nor is Dave. We're just here for entertainment and education purposes. We trade live with you, but you do need to respect your own risk management and your own account, okay? Because everybody here that's trading has different account sizes, have different risk levels. So that's something that you need to decide for yourself, okay? And everybody has different trading styles and strategies. So everybody trades different, but what we're here to do is to help educate what's going on in the market. You're welcome to ask questions, and we try to our best ability to answer all of your questions, okay? So let's get started, guys. Let's start off with US 30. We just opened up 1 o'clock, so it's a new hourly candle opening the market. That's why we got that nice little bearish push. It changed the momentum. The previous candle was a bullish candle and moving down. And what we're going to look at is now the daily. Okay, so we're going to move into the daily. We're going to do our top-down analysis. Look at our daily candles. Okay, so we had our big bullish day right over here last week, Thursday, and Friday of last week really pushed out for that higher high. But when it came up there, kind of they took out the highs, took out the liquidity, took out the pending orders up there, and since then we have one day, Friday, pushing down. The start of the week, Monday, another lower low, close here. We gapped up a little bit, but no real push back up here. It's got a lower high, lower wick, pushing all the way down for a new low, came up and closed near these bodies right over here. We're below 50% of this big bullish candle on the Thursday, and we continued on Wednesday, coming up here, lower high, coming back down, breaking the previous low, and closing right here. Today we pushed up again, not too big of a bullish push up, and continue to push down below yesterday's low. We made a new low here, but this is another real critical low right here, 33,800. We're going to see today if we're going to come back down here and tap this area, maybe make a new low, or maybe it's going to start to form a nice little bottom here where it could start reversing going into tomorrow and going into next week. So what I do is I like to locate the high and low of the day, the current day that I'm trading. So I place a purple line at the high and a purple line at the low. Very easy, very basic. Everybody should be knowing how to do this, okay? And now here's the volume inside, 34,000 and 33,830. That's our range today. That's where the volume is. When we came up here, we got rejected and we started to push down where it made the low, and we found a little bottom, and now we're coming right back up. So we've got this wick, and this wick right over here. So if we do continue to maybe push up a little bit, where could we possibly find some next daily resistance? I'm going to place a yellow line right here. So any other critical levels on the daily, I use a yellow line, okay? And right over here, it's about 50% of our current volume in the daily candle. Okay, if we see half of it, it's right there, the yellow line. But I'm also using a strategic area, Tuesday's low, right over here. If we come up, maybe we're going to have a reaction at this daily area. So you can see it's basically half of the volume currently in the market. So what I'm going to do with this area too, to help identify it a little bit more visually, is place a red box up there, okay? To show me if it's coming up here, it's coming up to that critical 50% of the body, and it might get rejected at that yellow line. If it starts to push up, then maybe on the lower time frames we'll flip this red box green, and maybe it's going to build off of there, and we're going to continue to push up, and maybe we come up to this body right over here from yesterday's close. So I'm going to place another yellow line right there, and then we may come up and test the high. And if there's an impulse breakout, maybe it comes up to 34,050. That's enough for upside momentum. Okay, we don't need to add any more lines because the volume is all the way down here. Now we got to watch to see if this thing pushes down, back down to the low of the day, and we pierce through and we break. We have like an impulse daily break. Maybe we can catch some pips on the lower time frames when that's happening. So my next daily line is this wick right here from Wednesday, June 14. If we continue pushing down, here we've got couple touches, a wick here and a wick here. I'm going to place another yellow line right over here. And then also for maybe here is like a strong bullish candle that never has been tested yet down here. So I'm going to place like a big green box down here just in case the volume does come down here. Maybe it's going to pick up some good demand in here and rotate right back up. Okay, so we got a few levels. One more level that we might encounter is, see these two wicks right here, one right here and one right here, these tweezer bottoms. Maybe we'll place a yellow line right here. Okay, just in case we do come up and start interacting over here. Okay, so just to reiterate what's going on the daily, we have like a weekly downtrend, 5 days coming down, and we're pushing down into where we had a lot of rejections here, maybe another one here, but we'll figure out on the lower time frames. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move into the 1 hour, 60 minutes. Okay, you can see that when it's pulling up, okay, lots of offers, pushing it right back down. Okay, and we're below the VWAP. This white line I failed to mention is the VWAP, volume weighted average price line, and currently we are below it. And look at the offers now are below the VWAP. See the heat map? This is what's called a heat map. I can make it more and more detailed by changing the background over here, the contrast. I can make it like showing a lot. I can show it with no heat at all. It's all personal preference. I like to see the heat a little bit because sometimes if you're not following the bids, you can start to see where the heat is and maybe your eyes are attracted there. Like if you're not looking here where it says 34116, you see there's 63 offers. Maybe if you see this heat up here, maybe that will attract your eyes, and then you're going to see, okay, there's some heat there. Now I'm going to look in the current order book, and then I'll see all the offers. Okay, does that make sense, guys? So there's ways how you can, if you're not like too advanced on understanding what's going on in the order book with these numbers over here. It takes a little time to learn this, but this is very easy and attractive to the eyes. When you look at the heat map, you can see right there, there's some heat there, so you know that there's some liquidity waiting in the market. Then when we see their offers in the order book, I can see down here, there's more heat down here at 34,095, and I can see right away there's 67 bids waiting in the market down there, okay? So let's look on the 1 hour now. Okay, so these are our hourly candles. Let's see how it's been moving, where it's been moving. So here's London, 3 a.m. Came down, back up 4 a.m. We came back down 5, 6 a.m., 7, 8, 9 is Wall Street now. 10 a.m., remember we had news. This is where Powell was testifying, okay? So that could have drove up the market back up to here, made the high, came back down. It was really erratic at this time in the hourly candles. So we're still below this red box. We have this hourly candle that just opened up, so we're testing down here. But every time we're coming down here, there's a lot of rejection wicks on the hourly. So there's a lot of liquidity down here still pushing up, but we're consolidating on the hourly. It's just red, green, red, green, red, green. No real moves yet, but still if we're following the trend, it's making a lower, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. We just need to continue to push and break some new lower lows in the market, and currently that's not happening. So we need to just locate in this area where's there some good hourly support. Look right at the purple line. Every time we're coming down here, it's getting rejected there and there and there. So I'm just going to place this green box to let us know that maybe very, very soon the volume is going to come down and maybe interact in here. Okay, so we are currently pushing down on the hourly. Let's go check out the 5 minutes. Welcome, Shahab. Welcome, bro. Hope everything's all good. Hopefully you got your internet restored and everything. You're good to go. Okay, so this is the 5 minutes now. Okay, so you see this level. It kind of was a false breakout up here. It closed above, but there's no new highs, and then it came down red again, pulled back. Big red bearish candle, push it back down, but no new lows. So it comes back up. They kind of impulsively brought it up here and then brought it right back down. So no volume closing above. Look at the retest now, like coming down, this big bearish candle. There's the retest right at halfway, 50%. And you see the yellow line. Okay, I just placed this now. We're just walking through this right now. And then over here, you can see those were bullish wicks off the bottom, bullish wicks here, no volume closing below. We finally have the red candle close below. So with this box across, I'm just bringing it across, and I'm going to make it red on the lower time frames. Okay, so maybe we're going to come back down and interact in this green box. Maybe we'll bounce. Maybe we'll have an impulse break below here, and if we do, I have nothing below here. So again, if we have nothing and you want to just understand fast price action, just measure half of this. Okay, you can kind of even eyeball. Half of it is probably right around there. Okay, half of here down to this, that's half of it. Could impulsively break down halfway, find some support here and go back up. If we want to be absolutely correct in this area, then what we got to do is we have to look to the left of the chart, right over here. So if I bring this green box, continue to bring it across the purple line to show you that at some point here, Wednesday, June 14, we came down there. We also came down there on Friday, June 9. We came down there. So what are some levels right here? Okay, see right here where there was like a resistance point and then it turned into support right over here, if you can see that. I'm going to place the red line right there. Okay, so I'm going back all the way of June 8 to see previous price action and coming in there. Below the yellow line, okay, we have this area. See, there's the pivot right there. So I'm going to place another red line right here. If we continue pushing down, we got to know our levels for scalping. So we know our zones. Here's one zone. And then here was another zone that they kind of saved the market. So if you want to come down also down here a little bit, kind of saved it right here. Now I'm going to go back to our current chart and to show you, was I accurate by, remember me, I put this red line where I just said, when in doubt, go halfway, 50%. I placed it right there. But when we went to the past, we actually got the price action line right there. Okay, so now I found my little zone, you know. So what I can do is I can get rid of that red one. See how close I was? I was only off by 2 pips. So that's not bad, okay? That's when do you guys understand what I mean? If you're scalping real fast and you don't have time to look all the way back, use your 50% rule. Believe me, it will help out a lot in trading. Some of you guys are getting really, really good at that. Okay, so if we maybe find some support and we come back and we close above here, maybe we can look for maybe a scalp buy coming back up and maybe filling up to the red box. Okay, measure. Okay, the best tool for a trader is the measuring tool. Okay, it's nice to measure the zone so you know 30 pips. Okay, remember halfway, okay, 15, but we can also look at previous structure to show us. So we're not guessing. Like right over here, there was these bodies turned to support. There was a rejection wick right there off of it. And if I'm measuring now like an impulse break maybe to that red line to previous price action here, maybe I measure that zone, and that is about 11 pips up to there. Okay, and then if we have a little bit of a break, might go 15 up to here, but the full target up to the red box and to the daily is 30-40 pips. Okay, so we'll wait up there. Guys, please don't spam with gold. Okay, we're not doing gold today. Stop that. Okay, it's really distracting, to tell you the truth. When I'm looking at the chat on YouTube, all I see is gold, 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 gold. I want to answer real questions to you guys. Just stop spamming, guys. We're not doing gold, okay? Forget it. It's not going to be done on the afternoons. We're going to stick to what we do here. We're going to stick to US 30 and NASDAQ. If that's not good enough for you, we do gold in the mornings when you should be trading gold, okay? So please stop spamming, guys. I'm not going to say this again, okay? We're not looking at gold. It's distracting. I'm telling you the truth. It's really distracting. Then I lose my train of thought because I'm looking to see if you guys have any questions about this top-down analysis, and then all I see is gold, 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 and it's the same person just spamming. It's okay. So just stop that, guys, on YouTube, please. Okay, so let's go back now. So what are we doing right now? So we're kind of consolidating right here now on the 5 minutes. Okay, and then if I'm aggressive, okay, which I am, I'm an aggressive trader, but I don't want to push aggressiveness on you guys until you feel comfortable trading your own way. But right here, there's a little gap that can be filled in the market right here. If this push, and it can be also like an impulse break. So even these little tiny zones, I measure these because if I'm going to take this trade, there's 10, 12, possibly 15 pips that could fill right up to that red box. If that's a trade that I'm looking to take, then I would measure the move and look at my spreads, everything like that, because that could move bullish right up to there. Then I got to make a decision up here because it could come all the way up like this. This was a big green candle that came all the way up here, and look at what happened. It got rejected and came all the way back down. It moved 15 pips. Those buyers were in profit coming through here, but if they didn't do anything, then it pulled back on them. Okay, so that's just, if you're aggressive, you could bring this buy order down in here. If not, if you're more conservative, you stay up here. You want to measure above 50% of this red candle and get more volume and attract more bids up there. Okay, and then also if we're going to continue to push down, do we want to take like a sell right in here? Not necessarily. Again, only if you're aggressive, because you got to know the outcome. It could come red right down into here in the green box and go right back up. There's the purple low, and look at in the past, it came down here, went right back up, came down, went right back up. Here was a big red candle, came down and went right back up. Same thing could happen here too. It could come down red and go right back up. So if you're looking to take that trade, again, measure the move so there's no surprises. Right down to the top of the green box is 10 pips. If it goes a little bit to the purple, you're looking about 15. If it has an impulse break below there, 20, maybe 25. But you got to know that there's a ton of bids down here. Look at the liquidity showing right here on Bookmap. It's showing all the bids below here. Okay, so you got to be careful down there. I would look more for a sell, a confirmed sell. If it breaks below here, closes below, and then we can flip this big green box red, and maybe the depth of market is going to shift down there and put more offers, and maybe we'll use this as a supply area, and maybe we're going to push down to this red line and maybe to the next daily down in there. Okay, so that's US 30. We're going to continue to follow, see what it's doing in here, and I'll do NASDAQ as well. Okay, so that's US 30, guys. Do you guys have any questions about US 30 before I move over to NASDAQ? Okay, so let's go to NASDAQ then. Okay, so NASDAQ. Now, this is completely different from Dow Jones. This is more of a tech-related index. Okay, look at NASDAQ. Okay, this is on the daily. Okay, we've had a strong move all the way since the beginning of March. April was consolidation. May, they broke it out again all of May. We had some small pullbacks in June, but they kept pumping and pumping and pumping all the way up to here. And now we're getting a little bit of a pullback this week. Okay, there's Friday. So similar to like US 30, they kind of broke out the high, took out the liquidity up there, and then started to bring it down this week. We're getting a nice little bullish candle developing right in this area today. So we're going to see, did it come up, come back down, forming a neckline? Maybe it's going to come back up into here. And if it doesn't create a new high, maybe it's going to pull back and break down here and then continue dropping down. Okay. So what we're going to do is the same routine. Okay. Stay with the same routine you can do. This is my routine, okay? And sorry, I don't want to push this on anybody. This is how I do my trading every single day. It's very consistent. It's the same boring stuff, repetitive, day in and day out. I can do this with any type of security. I can do this on any time frame. So it's the same repetitive stuff. That's what I wanted you guys to learn, that when you get good at trading, it's going to probably turn really boring, because you're just going to be doing the same thing over and over and over, okay? And then you're not going to deviate too much. So you're going to know exactly what you're looking for. You're going to know exactly what to get out of the markets. And when you've reached that goal, that's it. You're done. That's the hardest thing, in my opinion, about trading, is to learn how to walk away. Okay, that's the hardest part of trading. Anyone can take charts and dissect the charts and hit buys and sell buttons. The hardest part of trading is to learn when to walk away. Whether you made your daily goal in profit or you hit your limit for drawdown in that day, is to learn how to walk away. If you have a bad day in the markets, you still need to learn the discipline to walk away. You cannot continue trading with bad psychology, revenge trading, because you're going to make matters worse. So the hardest thing, I'm telling you guys, if you can master this, I'm telling you right now that your trading will change. If you don't believe me, I know from snipers in our group who have turned a lot of bad luck into good luck. It's all they did was just change their mindset. They're very disciplined now. They hit their daily goal and they're off the call. They're on with their day. It's very hard for me to explain, but when someone goes through it, then probably they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And like when someone was telling me that too, Ron, you need to learn discipline. You need to learn discipline. I had no idea what they were talking about. That's why I was suffering as a trader. Then finally, I had to learn myself. Finally, when I conquered that, I'm like, okay, I understand what this discipline means now. Remember, you want to treat this as if it's a job. You get in, and you clock out. You don't stay overtime, okay? Unless you're having a really, really good day and you're absolutely reading the market perfectly. And you keep compounding, but you're doing it with a trailing stop loss. So if you do get stopped out, you're done for the day, okay? So back to NASDAQ. Purple high and low of the day. I just placed another critical daily line at this body, and it happens to be conveniently located 50% of this bullish candle on Tuesday, June 13. And I just placed another yellow line at this wick right over here, and it's conveniently right at where the volume is currently in the market. Okay, so if we continue to move up bullish, maybe we may come up to our high of the day again and test it right over 15,000. If we do have an impulse breakout, maybe we come up to here. Impulse break on the daily could come up to this wick and that wick right over there. And you see then maybe we might have the ability to maybe engulf yesterday's candle. And I'm going to place like a red supply box right up here to show me that if we do that, we're going to encounter the supply right over here. Okay, so I found my daily supply up here. Demand now. Okay, so we came down here yesterday and it came and closed right here. Today we broke yesterday's low and we made our new lower low today, and we came up and it's above here. So I'm going to place a green daily box right below here. So if we do come back down here, I'm expecting bids to be in the market here. Okay, and does this make sense, guys? Okay, make sure this is not just you don't understand what's going on here. Do you see how I did that? And these are static zones. So the word static, okay, static meaning the zone is not going to change. Okay, see, I can leave this zone right here and just bring it into today. I can bring it into tomorrow. I can bring it into next week. I can bring it into July. I can bring this into August and September. Like, look, I can take this into the future. Okay, look at where I'm going. July, August, September, October. I can go all the way over there. Same with this. I can make this a static zone. So you see how nothing changed? Okay, but at some point, maybe the liquidity will come and trade at these areas at some point in time. Okay. So that's what I mean by static, because some people don't understand what the word static means. The only thing that's going to change is the color. So if we get volume closing above, like here, let's say it comes up, the green candle comes up, closes above, and when it comes for a retest, see what we do? We're not changing the box. The box is remaining the same. All we're looking at is the volume closing above? If it is, yes, then we're looking for a retest. And same with like in an order book. If we're breaking above these offers and we close above, we're looking for these bottom bids to start accumulating up here for the possible retest. And then it's getting more confirmation that buyers are interested in buying up here. So all we do then is flip this color of the box. We change the color to green if the volume is above, and we look for that retest. If it's a confirmed retest, then we may enter in a buy here, and we place our stop loss below to get protected by all of the other bids at a different structural level. And we're looking to take the trade to break maybe to this high and maybe a little bit higher high. Okay, so sorry guys that I'm explaining that, but I feel that some traders need to understand that. Okay, or else you're going to be confused with what these zones mean and things like that. Okay, and then now we just got to look at like how we're moving on the daily. Okay, we're forming a neckline. It pushed up, it came back down. This is the neckline. So we can come back up to here. It could also break out impulsively above here. If it does, maybe to the bodies. Right up there. We don't need to worry too much up there because the volume is right over here. So we're now trading in this zone over here. So what we're going to do is, also if we come back down and we break our low of the day, we might push down all of these top wicks right over here. And it's conveniently 50% of this big bullish candle right over here. So what am I going to do below that bullish candle? I'm going to place a green box right over there. Okay, just in case it comes down there, that's where it might find the next support level. So I'm just doing my zones. Zahiri, how did you learn when all of the zones and lines go? Practice, practice, exactly. You see what I'm doing every single day with you guys? That's what I've been doing every single day for most of my life, is this same stuff. That's why I'm saying I can do this in my sleep. I can do this with one eye open. It's just very repetitive for me. Okay, it's getting to the point where like you don't even need to look to the left of the chart. You can read price action the way it moves. Okay, it moves the same way, like pretty much daily, with a few fake outs, with a few liquidity grabs here and there. And if you understand what those are, that will also strengthen the way how you trade. Brighton, just to pick your brain, what confluences do you look at and how many do you consider before you take a trade? Yeah, good question. So confluences, guys, if you don't understand what confluences is, that's again another big fancy word. It's just for other confirmations that if I'm looking to take a trade, like if I'm looking to buy, like a A plus setup for a buy on a lower time frame, what I look for is, let's say for example, down here, I'm looking at, some of you guys use an RSI indicator. Maybe the RSI indicator is showing that it's very, very oversold down here. It could be down like in this range below 30, and something like this hidden divergence is a nice confluence. So it's making equal lows, but the strength is increasing. Okay, so that's one confluence I look for. Also the zones, the bigger the zone. If this is more like a daily zone and I see it's oversold on the lower time frames, I see bullish divergence, I can kind of predict that with a high probability it's probably going to break out bullish. So I'm using that as a confluence. The divergence, the area, the zone, higher time frame strengthens my decision. Then I feel confident taking the buy either on an impulse, the way how it's building, or on a retest candle. And then it's just judging where to place your stop loss below the structure. But yeah, confluences also do help out. Some of you guys use moving averages. Is it coming down to like a 200 EMA down there? No, the 200 is up here. What was down there? The 9 EMA. So it looks like it was a quick liquidity grab down there and then came right back up. And then here, these are other confluences now. You're looking for like golden crossovers to stay in the trade and continue with it. But we can go over all of those on another session about confluence trading and things like that. So yeah, anything to help strengthen your decision, the better it is. Okay, so how are we moving on the hourly? We're seeing, we're getting some hourly resistance up here where it came up. Hourly resistance right here, just below 15,000, and we're building on these hourly candles right now. So we have our hourly support holding, and our hourly resistance is right below the daily high. I can bring this down a little bit down to here. Why am I choosing this area? Because look at the touch of that wick right there, and it's also 50% of this candle at noon today. Okay, so I'm going to place a white line there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my lower time frames, the 5 minutes, and we're going to watch the 5 minutes, how they're moving on NASDAQ. Okay, so we can see over here, this was a consolidated zone. It broke down, came down. Did it break any lows? Did it come down here? No. So it continued to come up with a pullback and take out the new high and come back down in this consolidated area. So I'm going to trap this area. There's a lot of volume trading inside here, 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 and now maybe right now. So I'm going to make this a neutral zone. I'm going to watch now how this bullish volume is coming in and how it's going to trade inside here. Okay, so we have to understand that we also might be working like a head and shoulder pattern over here. So this I'm going to make red right up here to illustrate to us that this could be a possible area of resistance. It could come up here. See this, it was an impulse break and then got pushed down. So we're going to look for, see if any volume closes above here, or if it's maybe a lower high and continue to push down. If it is, this could be like a left shoulder. There's the head, and now we're back into the right shoulder, and maybe this is going to continue to push down. What we can also do is a trend line from the top up here. Try and connect a trend line as accurately as we can, and it's showing that it is making lower highs, descending. So what we can look for is maybe a continued possible sell in momentum if we close below here, and then maybe we'll place our stop loss 50% in here. We can place our stop loss like above this red line, or you could be above the previous candle that just got pushed down right there. Okay, so that's for stop losses. If we do take this trade coming down in here, but we got to see some volume close below here and maybe a retest to come down and maybe tap this white line, which is the hourly, and again measure the zone. If this is a trade we're looking to take, we're going to measure it to come all the way down there. It's about 30 pips, maybe halfway is about 15, like right here. Yeah, 16. So I'm going to place like a red line right over here. Look at previous price action. Okay, kind of tells you the story. Here was the big bullish candle that held, retested, went back up. Here it came back down, so no volume kind of closing. It could come down red, right down to that red line and catch a wick and maybe go back up for a retest. So for quick scalpers who are looking for 10 to 15 pips, could be to the red line. If it continues to break, maybe we'll come down here. If it comes down there, we got to know that this is right below an hourly support line. So maybe this is where it's going to pick up some bids and try and come back up because of this uptrend. Started here, pulled back, higher low, took out the highs. This pullback is a higher low. So we're going to see right now it's not making any new highs. So maybe it's going to come down bearish down in here. Okay. So we'll put side by side, we'll put NASDAQ right over here with US 30. So you see US 30, no volume, closed above here. No volume closed above. Again, that buy, okay, remember what I told you guys? If you're trading inside here to there, you could have got your 15 pips and dipped out of the market. If you didn't, then unfortunately it's coming down. Okay, so that's why when if you're looking to trade in here, I said if you're an aggressive trader, it could come up green from here, come up to the red box, and we measured it. We showed you the measurement if you're going to take that, so there's no surprises. Okay. And then we also got to look at the time of the day. What time is it? It's 1:38 p.m. Eastern. So we're going to get a new 15-minute candle in 6 minutes. So maybe we can wait for that. Okay, is there any questions, guys? And if we continue to break out bullish, then maybe we can look for some buys continuing. Maybe if they're squeezing some shorts over here, if we can kind of get volume to close maybe above the VWAP, maybe we're going to push up to here. So we can also look for those buys up here. Also for NASDAQ, we can look for maybe some continuation buys above here, closing like above and taking out that high, and using the red box, we can flip it, make it green, and we'll see if we can pick up more bids, and maybe it can come right back up to that daily high purple line up there. Okay, so we got to wait patiently. We kind of got to watch what's going on in here unless you're trading inside this zone. Oops. Okay, so see how we came down here, where it came down? The bids wanted to come up here. So it came down, but the bids wanted to transact a little higher. So it's kind of preserving this uptrend. Again, they're coming right back up. So we're going to watch now. Okay, so this candle is going to close in 4.5 minutes. And we have our new 15-minute candle opening up right after this. So let's see. This could be an impulse breakout. So if you're a breakout trader, this could be what you're looking for. These are breakout traders, okay? I myself am a breakout trader. These are the type of setups that I like to take, and if it comes right up to there, like you're already in the impulse coming up to there, you could collect your 10, 15 pips, but sometimes these don't always work. But you got to see the way how they're developing. See how it came down here, picked up the liquidity, closed near the high, and there it goes right up. That's a TP, okay? If you are in an impulse candle, that came right up to that red line. Okay, that's why we measure that move. But it didn't come all the way. It's still filling up. So it might, if you're still holding it, now it might break out even further. Okay. This zone, now we got to flip green. Got to continue to go through the motions. Okay, so you see right now it's right at the VWAP. This is that very, very, very important area. And you see how conveniently it was the red line right up here. Okay, so that's why trading with a plan, trading with a target, it helps. It helps you understand where things can possibly go. And when it goes there, you need to make a decision so that you're not guessing. Okay, so we're going to wait also for this body to close. 2.5 minutes. That's just half of the candle. We still have the other half to go. Guys, I'm going to try not to read what's going on in YouTube chat. I have no idea what you guys are talking about in there, so I'm going to try not to get involved. I'm going to continue to watch price action. Maybe on YouTube we got to maybe disable the chat. I don't know. If it's got nothing relevant to what we're doing here, it's just maybe it's confusing to others. I have no idea what you guys are talking about in there. I don't want to do that, but if it's distracting, it's not helping. We're not trying to create a circus here on YouTube. We want to keep things professional, but sometimes it gets ridiculous. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. It's distracting to people that actually want to learn. And it's distracting also to the people who are on the stream here. No, if you have relevant questions, I'm not saying anything about you guys. I'm just talking about like if the signal hits a stop loss or something like that. It's happened. Even on live trading, guys, don't worry. I'm going to hit stop losses too. Every single time I trade, I don't go into profit myself. I admit that. But I'd like to see, like you guys also trade if you have a perfect day every single day. You know, no trader has that. So, but I'm very good with risk management. That's one thing. That's why I'm pretty consistent, is because I continue to respect my risk management. So if I take a loss, yeah, I do take a loss, but most of the time throughout the day, I'm pretty net positive. Okay, is this not a nice bullish candle breaking out of here? Okay, so here's the continuation, ignited, possibly going to come up here. If you're in this buy, okay, here's NASDAQ retesting. Also, here's NASDAQ, okay, closed above, flip the box green. Let's see if it holds here. But that's a nice impulse break. It even broke above there. So if you're looking for your 20 pips, even on an impulse break, there's your 20 pips. Okay, so again, that was an impulse break. So on impulse candles, you need to learn that you got to make a move yourself. Otherwise, we're holding, and see 50% the retracement. It came back almost 50% right back to that red line, and it's still holding. So it's holding the bids. See how it broke out above the VWAP. It came into those offers, and now it's coming right back down to the VWAP. But you see where the sellers were? The bids want to play again up here. They're not. The sellers are getting exhausted. The bids want to maybe come up here, and if it breaks out for the new higher high, look at over here in the past, 1 o'clock and 12:45. See where I'm going to place a line right here. So we're going to see if we can come back above here. This is where there was some trap buyers earlier before we started the call. So we're going to see if the market can recover up here and continue to squeeze some shorts. See the heat up here where the liquidity is showing 34,196, 34,200 psychological number. There's 68 offers up here and 12 offers and 38. So looks like there's a lot of live liquidity up here, and maybe we're going to see if this bullish momentum wants to come and transact inside this liquidity up here. Okay, that's a nice retest right here. Also a nice retest on Nasdaq. Okay, holding. Let's see if Nasdaq can flip green. Okay, let's see if it can turn into like a bullish pin bar or maybe a hammer candle. There's still 2.5 minutes to go. Remember, this is a new 15-minute candle that just opened up. Yeah, holding nicely. Okay, so still holding. Nasdaq is still holding. Yeah, I see some of you guys are already in. Some of you guys have already pipped and dipped. I see that, guys. Okay, good job. But let's just continue watching this, see how it's building. Okay, I'm going to buy US 30 now. I'm going to buy this hammer candle. I'm going in on a buy. Kind of look for it to maybe come up and test that yellow line up there to see if it can get up there. My stop loss will be below here. Okay, just in case I might add another position. Nasdaq too. Nasdaq looks good. It retested. Nasdaq looks good. It's going to close in 1 minute as well. Yeah, Nasdaq is a hammer. It's a buy opportunity as well for Nasdaq. And then if it pulls down, here's some bids down in the market down in here. It was the previous resistance right over here. Okay, look in here. I'm going to place the yellow line. See here was the previous resistance. If it pulls back down into here, we're going to see if we can pick up these bids. Okay, so we'll see if these bids can hold up this market. Maybe it needs to pick up more volume down here in order to break this critical area. Okay, so Nasdaq closed above. Yoda, can you unmute your mic?
Yo,
Hey, what's going on?
just catching up. What's happening? Not sure.
Yeah, what's the word right now? What's Nasdaq doing?
Nas, looks like it's a downtrend break. I'm just seeing just some slight moves, some key names, nothing else out of the ordinary. Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla. I think I had a $14 range from the bottom to the top today, so lots of volume.
Tomorrow's a big day in the markets too, guys. Lots of news starting in London. Tomorrow, lots of news. Okay, we got a nice big bullish ignited candle starting. We want to kind of break out the highs, maybe transact into this red box, but we got to know that this is a supply area, but maybe we can cause a little bit of a short squeeze here. Nasdaq is still building up here. Yep, let's see if we can cut through right through here, and maybe if we can transact up here to the yellow line, maybe break out a little more. Okay, I like to get up to that liquidity up there if we can. Let's see if we can kind of to here.
Let's see here. Right now, because I chart the ETFs,
Hmm.
QQQ 5 minute is right between the 300 and 200 EMA.
Hmm.
So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, all we got to
I
do is just squeeze here a little bit and pop. Here we go. Let's get this nice little pop up here. Maybe right up to there. That would be nice if we can grab that. Okay, and remember pullbacks. Pullbacks can happen, guys. That's trading. Pullbacks happen, but what we want to see is if it's a nice healthy pullback into the VWAP, maybe the bids. If we can start to move the bids higher, we're moving the nice big transactions here. Okay, so let's see if we can really squeeze up to this liquidity, and that's a good TP. There we go. Yep, here we go, guys. Okay, so please watch this. Minimal drawdown on this extension. Okay, and Nasdaq is building too. Nasdaq can jump. Okay, we're looking for Nasdaq to transact up to here. And again, when you're measuring that move, guys, yep, we could pop that daily and come right up to maybe the next target right up there. Okay, Nasdaq measure the moves, and also that yellow line, guys, it's a critical area in the market too. So you guys know what to do up there. Okay, if it can get up there, we're looking about 15 pips for Nasdaq up to that red line if it can continue to build. I didn't take Nasdaq. I personally trade US 30 myself.
You're way too old.
Yeah, I'm too old. You got to be young to do Nasdaq. I can't keep up with all the tech. Um, I'm an old man. I stay with Dow Jones.
Yet the Dow is led by tech names and healthcare. It's mainly healthcare though now.
Yeah, as I get old, I need more healthcare, so I follow United Health. What is the final time of power hour, Pascal? Last hour of the day, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, guys. So that's a TP up there. Okay, in my type of style of trading, that's a TP. We broke into the red box. Nothing is going to happen, go up forever. Okay, this is a strategic area. That's why we do a top down to show you. Did it tap and hit that? No, maybe it was off by 1 pip, but still you got to understand to make a move there. Okay, so remember I took the buy right there. That came up approximately 15 pips. Okay, on the extension. If you were down here, okay, that's a nice move of approximately 35 pips. If you're still holding, we still have this, okay, bullish area. It could pull back, but we could look to pull back and pick up some more bids and continue driving. Okay, so that's pipping and dipping and scalping. Okay, that was from one zone to like the next zone. And if you don't do anything up here, then there's possibly going to be a pullback. But if you're okay with that and you have like a trailing stop loss depending where you got in or you're at a break even, maybe you can continue to hold this trade and maybe it's going to continue to build, but you got to follow the pullbacks. As long as they're nice higher low pullbacks, even this body of this candle now, you should be looking at about 50% of it right there, placing like a red line. If it holds right now where my cursor is, maybe it will pick up a wick here and continue to maybe push and take out this yellow line. Nasdaq is building too, still bullish. Nasdaq is good. Yeah, just taking a little while for Nasdaq to build, but it's bullish, can come right up to there. Okay, so number one, your stop loss should be below here if you're in a Nasdaq buy. US 30 is building. Let's see if it can come back up and take out the previous high, take out that daily, and then maybe it can extend up to there and come into play into these areas over here. That would be a really nice squeeze if it can get up there. And we also have 2 o'clock in the next 4 minutes. Yep. So the new hourly candle is coming in the market. So maybe this is going to be like a last hour squeeze before we get into the new hour. Okay, so lots of things are going on in the market, but we see that we're continuing. Like, see where the selling pressure is coming down, but no bids are transacting down there. Okay, so the sellers are getting exhausted, and now the market wants to continue to push. The bids want to come up here and come up maybe to that liquidity level where I placed that yellow line up there. Okay, so there was a small pullback. It looks like it's going to come up and test the high again. Maybe it can break out another impulse, and maybe you guys can collect a few more pips up there. Okay, so here it goes. And we're getting close to the new hourly candle, okay? Yep, there's the pop. There it goes. Okay, Nasdaq is filling too up to that red line, and then when it gets up there too, 15 pips, gotta consider doing something up there as well. But if you're following the book still, you see some nice big transactions up here. See now, like look at the VWAP. See how many bids are down there now? 67 and 30. There's almost 100 contracts here, and nice heat. So if it ever pulls back down, that's where kind of you want to keep maybe your stop loss below there if you're following the book. Sorry, you cashed out some and left a runner. Yeah, that's amazing. Good job. Okay, guys. So do you guys understand why I took a buy on that? And then now we have 2 more minutes to go. And remember, it's going to be 2 o'clock. On most securities at 2 o'clock, there's a new 4-hour candle coming in the market. There's a new hourly candle coming in the market. So that changes momentum, adds more volatility in the market. This could continue squeezing and going bullish, or it could just reverse momentum in the supply area and then it comes back down. So that's why we got to watch. What are we doing? Are we making new higher highs? Is it going to close above the yellow line to build off of that daily level in the next hour? There's so many things to factor in. Yeah, today was a good day to trade. I agree with you. Not the easiest day, but in your words, you said the easiest day, but it's just good volume today that was traded. So that's why you have to be selective as a trader. Some days are really, really tough to trade. It's very choppy. So those are the days where you got to learn discipline to maybe walk away or don't trade that day or don't trade as much, because those are the days that can destroy you as a trader. And then you're going to miss out on an amazing day like today that had good volume in New York, has good volume now. London was a little tough in there, but you got to remain positive, okay? Look at now how we're squeezing. Maybe we're going to come right into those liquidity levels and right before 2 p.m., okay? So you got to either have a trailing stop loss or start to secure a little bit up here, or you're holding the trade. I have no idea what you guys are doing, but everybody is different. But number one is you should be securing a little bit of profit along the way. Wow, Captain Boom, another 5% day for you. Taking you a year to get here. Patience and discipline are aim of the game. Very grateful to us. Thank you, Captain. That means a lot to us. Thank you, bro. Yep. Guys, look at it, okay? Continuing to squeeze. Okay, look at, do we see any break of structure down here? No. The sellers are getting exhausted and the bids are continuing to squeeze the short sellers. But I want you guys to watch now. Right now, next 10 seconds, we're going to get a new hourly candle opening in the market right now. Okay, so let's watch what happens. Nasdaq is still above here. US 30. Let's see where it's going to close. Okay, closed above the daily. Okay, they gapped it up. Let's see if it's a quick little wick. Okay, it's still holding a nice little doji candle here. If it can hold, could possibly pop out, but no, coming down red. Let's see if it will retest the yellow. No, it's holding a higher low. That's good. Still holding. Let's see if it can build these bids real quick on this hour and then continue to squeeze shorts through here. Let's see. It's holding. No, it's going to come down to retest. So it's retesting the daily. Let's see if it can pick up a wick there. Amazing, Grisel. I hope I pronounced that right. Grisel, 2% up today and learning a lot from us. Thank you. I'm grateful for this mentorship, so I will see you here every day. Yeah, we'll see you here every day too. Very nice. Guys, see where my cursor is? See where the cursor is? See the retest right at that yellow line? So it is holding. So let's see if we can build off of this. And it respected the daily. And let's see if we can continue to take out this high and squeeze into this area, the black chart up here. Okay, you see how it didn't create a new high, so it's a lower high. So it's coming back down, maybe to pick up some more bids. We'll see if it can continue to hold. Okay, it's coming down, trying to pick up some more bids in here. If it can't hold, maybe we'll come back down to this yellow line. And then where's our heat? They're over here by the VWAP. Wow, Jacob, 6% down for the day. That's huge. Make sure you are done for the day. 6% day, you walk away from these markets. You can even take tomorrow off. Here we go, guys. See, it's turned into a hammer candle. Let's see if we can squeeze out of here. Maybe into here a little bit. Yep. Here we go. Yeah, here's the squeeze, here's the push. Let's go into these liquidity levels and get these pips. Here goes Nasdaq a little bit, maybe 20 pips up here. And then if we start to close like above here, then what we got to do is this red zone we can flip green. And then maybe this will turn into an order block of bids, and maybe pullbacks will respect this area and continue making higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, Sarah, nice. Lovely little trade 0.1, no sweat, 0.5 banked on that trade. Yeah, nice. Okay, guys, so it did create a new high up here from this previous high. Didn't take out that high, but things when it comes up, takes out highs, we're going to encounter some offers, we're going to encounter some supply up there, and maybe it's going to push right back down, but that gives you a little extended pips up there if you want. If not, you're still holding, you got to hold pullbacks now. Okay, that's if you want to hold trades for longer duration and get more and more and more pips, unfortunately you're gonna have to hold pullbacks. That's part of the game. Okay, it's coming right back again, testing the yellow line and still holding, so it's still slowly building, but we're going to follow where this candle closes. If it starts to close down here, it might come back down. Okay, things are not going to go up forever, but the way how it is holding critical levels, maybe it is going to continue maybe to go up for a little bit. Okay, these are the things that you have to watch. That's why I personally like to stay with one security or two securities like this and trade them, as opposed to flip-flopping from chart to chart to chart to chart, because we might miss some critical retests inside one candle. See, it made a triple bottom. Did you guys pick that up? It came down 3 times to the yellow line, went back up, came down a second time, went back up, came down a third time and went back up. That's a triple bottom in an individual 5-minute candle. So that's showing lots of support down there. It's picking up the bids 3 times. So maybe now the third time is the charm, where it's going to take out the high and continue going. Okay. Did you guys understand what I mean by that? It came down 3 times in this individual 5-minute candle and picked up the bids down there. And there's your breakout now, looking bullish. Nasdaq. Okay, remember the purple high is right up there. That's the purple high of the day. Blair, what do you think? Is Nasdaq can it tap the daily high up here?
It may tap it. It's only 30 points above the main volume today, so I'm not really like today's not the greatest day, I would say. If it does break the high, then it may go, I don't know, I'm gonna throw out a number based on previous days, but maybe 15,078, which was like previous Tuesday
Yeah.
volume. But I don't know, today it just doesn't seem to have that juice yet.
Okay, guys, and now we're opening again bullish. Okay, if it can continue to run, we're going to squeeze some shorts, and you can continue to profit on that buy. But I would recommend like a trailing stop loss, depending where you bought in. Some traders bought this impulse. Some of you guys were down here, buying down here. Okay, so you can, at each successive area, you can bring a trailing stop loss. And I hope this breaks out. I hope this is a nice, beautiful short squeeze and take out this high over here. Maybe we'll run up here. Maybe we'll get a nice little runner. Yep, here we go, guys. Okay, so here we go, nice new high. Maybe take it out. So these are that's that liquidity level, that yellow line I had. But you see now how 34,200 is turning into nice bids below us. So that's how we want to accumulate this depth of market. But remember, guys, okay, I just want to make it clear. Things come up like stairs, can come down like an elevator coming down. But this is a short squeeze right now. We're squeezing shorts on US 30. And then these boxes now, you can, this big one, you can kind of now start to make it a static green box. So if you are holding a trade, if it comes in here, maybe it's going to pick up bids in here, but you're going to give away a majority of your profit if it comes down in here. Remember that, okay? So if you're willing to, like right now, see how it got rejected? If it comes down here, that's about 15, 16 pips you could be giving up. If it loses this green box, then it's got a high probability it's going to come back down and test this green box. So that's up to you guys what you want to do up here. You know, we're not here to manage your profits. We're here to educate and tell you where we get in and things like that. But it's up to you at the end of the day. You need to decide as a trader how many pips is good enough for you. Okay. But that is if you took this impulse candle coming all the way up there, it's 55 pips. Okay. I took the move off of here. So that move is running 33, 35. That's more than enough. Sometimes I'm scalping for 10, 15, 20. Okay, guys. So do you guys understand why I was looking for buy side on that particular trade? Jacob, you're done for the week. After that last trade, you guys teach the most important aspects in trading: discipline and consistency. Yeah, amazing. That's what we want to teach. That's, I believe, is the most important thing in trading. And like I said, anyone can hit a buy and sell button. Anybody can learn how to trade a candle. But the hardest thing to learn is the patience and the discipline. Also, when to finish for the day. I saw some of you guys are up 5% today. I'm begging you guys to walk away from the markets, guys. Stop. That's enough. 5% is huge in one day. You know, if you're doing those prop firm challenges, they want you to get 5% in a month or in 2 months, and you did it in one day. You are well above the standard. You're above the average. Take the day off and come back in the markets and keep compounding. That's the name of the game, is the compounding of the accounts. So you got a 5% head start. Because then the greed factor will kick in, and then that's when you get humbled by the market. Believe me, I've been there too. Ask Yoda; he's probably been there too. You know, when we keep
Been where?
Greed, and where you keep trading,
Oh,
and then you maybe give it all back at the end of the day, and things like that, where you don't learn
oh,
how to walk away.
yeah. Everyone's gonna experience that. They have to experience it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can say it all day, but if you don't experience it, it's not going to hit you home. It's not going to hit hard. It hurts when you're up 5% and then you give it all away. You're going to have that in your head for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week. You're going to have to sleep on that. Don't go there. It's very dark area in trading. Stay positive. Captain, yeah, you turned it all off. Just watching out. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but this is way better than Netflix. I believe it is. Okay, I believe it's better than, unless there's something really really good on Netflix. But um, I believe that this is much better than Netflix. You can get more out of this than Netflix. Netflix
Yeah.
keeps charging me more money. I used to be $6.99, $9.99, $13.99. I think my membership now is $16.99. And what
Well,
am, huh?
that's why it's been pumping.
Yeah, yeah, that's why it's pumping, because they keep putting up their monthly um, subscriptions. Okay, guys, this is what I mean. Okay, where it broke out, we're coming to some critical levels up here. Like this is Nasdaq, like the high of the day, US 30. It came up here, got rejected. Came up here, sharp green candle, got rejected. We just came up here, and then now another sharp rejection, shooting star. This may come down. Okay, so that's why I was kept saying, don't give back too much profit, because that's a nice little continuation that you could have scaled out up there. Now it's got to pull back. So if we can't hold, see again, it's holding this yellow line, the yellow line here, the daily. So let's see if it builds here. It might build like a double top now, where it came up, back down, might come up again and get rejected. And maybe we can look for maybe possible sell opportunities like below this green box down in here, like over here later on, maybe into 2:30, 3 o'clock if it can't hold. Same with Nasdaq. If Nasdaq breaks this green box, now I can start to trade in maybe the consolidated area if I like. Maybe take a sell, test out down here, see if it will come back down. Test that daily, then maybe down to this red line.
Ugh. Yeah, and I don't think there's gonna be much.
Hmm?
It's just ranging where the median is about for Nas at least 14,970, 965.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going up and down through that. Like I think today's a day of just chop consolidation. The market is still weighing, the fact that the Fed did what they did.
Yep.
Not every day will have the same move.
Okay, and you see how it's still respecting this daily yellow line. Has any volume closed below here? No, so just pulling back. It's a healthy pullback, still respecting this trend, and maybe it's going to come up and close above here and continue squeezing. Okay, but if you want to hold for the bigger moves, you gotta stomach these pullbacks. Like for a scalper, this is tough. Okay, because remember, scalpers are looking for maybe a single candle. It might go up 20 pips, and then when there's a 16 pip pullback, it hurts a scalper. Okay, if you're more looking, you got a nice position and you're looking to hold this, then maybe that's not affecting you. Maybe it's going to build a little bit of a base here, but you got enough of a cushion where you got a nice runner moving, and you can continue to watch this. But it's not breaking this daily area. That's good. Is Nasdaq breaking this hourly area? No. So it's still holding, still building the bids. So it's still considered to be strong bullish momentum. But this is going to be the big test today. If we can break out of here, I'm going to draw like a red box right over here on US 30 to illustrate that this could be a potential big squeeze over here if we can break above this. Guys, if you got some value out of that, if we explain that properly, if maybe you caught some pips, hit the like button. And we do appreciate that. That's all we ask for here. Okay, but also if you're following, there's no new higher highs. Okay, so it came up. This is a lower high. So you can see it's coming up now. Maybe it's encountering a lot of the supply. Remember this yellow line? That's where most of those offers were. So it transacted in there, and we're going to see now it's playing with this yellow line and the VWAP inside here. So this is where the market may consolidate now, where it trades sideways for a little bit and it continues to accumulate for the next move. Where's the accumulation? It might be right here now, in between that daily and through here, where all these wicks are getting kind of rejected. No volume is closed above here yet. So maybe we might flag in here for a little bit. Maybe Nasdaq is going to flag inside here for a little bit and continue busting out of here. No real support levels, critical levels have been violated. So still holding the daily. That's strong. Still holding that yellow line. Thank you, Jay. You liked and subscribed. Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome to SST. Hey, Dion, outstanding session. Nice name. That's my son's name, Dion. Yeah, he had his 12th birthday yesterday. It was a blast down there. I had more fun than those guys. It was fun. Entertaining 12-year-olds. Blair, when you go there, get those donuts that they have, those little donuts. Oh my goodness.
Go where?
A flying squirrel.
Oh, I,
Get, the,
my kids are too young for that.
get those soft baked cookies and donuts.
So I'll take a look at that, but hold on here. So far this week, we are not even 50% of total volume for the previous like 3 months. So
Sit.
this week has been dead volume.
Yep. Okay, so we came up again, guys. Like it's kind of tweezer tops. See how we're coming up? We're getting rejected quite a bit up here. So this could be maybe sell side momentum. Like now, if I want to get in an aggressive sell, I could be like right below here, and this is where I might be looking for an aggressive sell. If not, if you're more conservative, you wait down here. Okay, just want to make that clear to everybody. Because if we're selling in here, we're still in the green box. It could come down right down to here and go right back up. Like come right down to the VWAP, and there's the bids. So that's why I'm showing you. This is a very aggressive scalp zone. If we're going to take this, like from here, how it's breaking down right down there, it's about 10 pips. Because it could come down the 10 pips right down to here, tap that VWAP, and catch a wick and go right back up. Okay, so let's also watch the close of this candle as well, unless you want to test a feeler sell in here, but I'm going to wait for it to close, but I will be looking for more of an aggressive scalp down there if the volume closes below there, because it's at such a critical area here. Yeah, all of our sessions are recorded. Everything we do is all recorded. We have a we have an extensive library of courses, quizzes, webinars, boot camps. We're going to get into stock and option program very, very soon. Rav, this is the golden cross. Let's take a look. Golden cross is the 9 and the 200 right over here. So the purple line is the 200 and there's the green 9. So sometimes the market will come down and tap these EMAs to pick up the bids down here. So this is why I'm telling you. I didn't know that there was a golden cross until Rab mentioned it to me. But this is what I was saying, an aggressive scalp for about 10 pips, because it could come right down here and catch a wick and pick up those bids and go right back up. So that's what I mean. If you got to learn, if you're an aggressive trader, this is an aggressive zone down in here. If not, we're waiting for closure below these EMAs down in here and give us a retest, and then we go into a sell down there. So this is more of an aggressive zone. This is not for everybody in here. Okay, but this is why scalpers like trading in here, because it's a quick in and out move with minimal drawdown. Okay, sometimes you can get in and it just fills right down there and you can dip right out of the market. Okay, but that's not for everybody. That's not everybody's style. I want to make that clear. You gotta really be disciplined to take this type of trade style, and you got to know exactly what you're looking for. Okay, so there's no guessing inside here. Okay, I think this market wants to maybe, if it breaks this yellow line, see where the VWAP and see where the bids are right here, maybe wants to come down and pick up this liquidity down in here. And then to start the stronger move of maybe it's going to come right back up. Okay, but we got to watch this candle, how it's going to close in the next 1 minute, 60 seconds. See how it might come all the way down? And that's that zone fill from here to there, the 10 pips that we measured.
Fun fact, I don't use the EMA 9 at all.
Yeah, some, what do you use? 21, 50, 100, and 200?
20 minimum, 50, 200, 300.
Yeah, everybody's different. That's why no one is going to have the same indicators. No one's going to have the same style of trading, this and that. But this is zone to zone trading. Okay, so see how it filled right there? That's it. That filled up those 10, 15 pips. Now you got to make a decision, because it could come right into here, pick up those bids, get a wick, and go right back up. But that's from there to there. And it's got to be very repetitive when you're doing this, like driving a car, because now it could come up green. Okay, but if a scalper is looking from there to there and you see the short pullback, if it takes out that low, it's dropping even further. You can turn a 10 pip scalp maybe into 15, maybe 20. See, right now it's about 12 pips. If we continue to drop down into here, you're looking about 20 pips. Maybe to that green box, it could turn into 25. But when you're up 15 now, go to a break even, and now you got a free trade running. That's what I mean. Like right there. Sell there. And see, zero drawdown, even on an impulse. But I'm not looking for a 100 pip move. I'm not looking to take this candle 50 pips. I'm looking to take it just down to the next zone. See how it tapped this red line? This red line was from here in the past. See how it just tapped it? Right there. That's a target. Okay? And if you don't decide, see how the market turns right back up because it picked up those bids in there. I know everyone wants to learn how to scalp, but I'm trying to make this as clear as possible to you guys, to teach you how to do this. You guys understand that that's all the market gave, and we measured that move. 10, 15, that's it. If you don't decide down there, then unfortunately it's going to come back for a retest or a pullback. But scalpers, this is how scalpers trade. Okay, I'm a scalper. This is how I trade, how I've been trading all my life, is those small moves, and I get in and out because I don't do what it shoulda couldas. Look, if you don't take out any profit down there, look at where it's coming up, right where you entered, and you just gave back the market 15 pips, and now it's possibly going to go up bullish because this is that golden crossover. So the market came down to pick up all of those bids, but as a scalper, I just wanted to sell down into there and close my position, and that's it, and get out. Does that make sense, or Maybe it doesn't make sense to traders. Okay, and this is what happens. If you don't respect the overall trend, like it's bullish, we can see, but that was a nice little pullback. But you got to move out of the way then. You got to get out. Okay, you got to respect the uptrend. If you think it's going to continue breaking, you have a lot of structure, a lot of bids that you got to break to continue to get this down. Maybe it's got to come up for a double top so that it gets absorbed by more offers, then it pushes down. But that's pipping and dipping, guys, measuring a zone. That's it. That's how much pips are available. You got to make a decision. Because if you're not, you're getting greedy after that. I'm just telling you the truth. If you want more than that, you're getting greedy. Jay, you got 15 pips on that small drop? Yeah, that's probably maximum value you got. Like you got perfect. That was the entire zone. And you got like the full 15 pips, so you didn't get slipped up too much. So that's really, really good. Yeah, just pippy and dippy. That's all it is. Okay, now to like adjust the charts. If we come back and we close above here, if we picked up that liquidity, then maybe we can look for continued buys to the upside this afternoon. Has NASDAQ broken down here? No, still holding this hourly area right over here. Still holding. Okay, but now we're retesting this. It came up and got rejected. So we'll follow to see maybe if it pushes down, then maybe we can continue to sell this thing down if it wants to continue to push down. If it does, maybe below this red line. And then we see what happens at this green box and maybe breaks down, back down to that yellow daily down in there. Blair, can you entertain for like a couple minutes? There's someone at my door. I just gotta go answer it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll follow. I'll see what's going on.
okay. I'll be right back. 2 seconds, guys.
All right. So unlike Ron, I only follow NAS and SPY to some S&P 500 ES. I find SPY is just a better depiction of the overall market. But right now we're just consolidating, waiting for some confirmation for either a break it to the upside or a break it to the downside. You can see the last few 5-minute candles just trapping a nice little box, but it's holding its uptrend. So let's just wait it out and see here. I'm following SPY right now on the 5-minute chart. I'll tune into NAS here for you guys. You can't see my screen, so just try and follow along with my voice. Yeah, with NAS, it's still playing around near the $15,000 mark. Um, Again, it's just consolidating, probably forming a little 5-minute bullish flag, but again, the flags could break up or down, so I would wait. Again, there's not much volume this week, so let's just wait and see, wait for some sort of confirmation. I like to use the base 2050 as my basis here, and price action right now is a little bit overextended on the EMA 20, so if anything, it may look to try and dip down, touch the EMA 20, which is about 10 pips, but again, the EMA 20s could also push up to kind of consolidate with price action. So it's a waiting game.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I'm back.
Oh, good.
It was
You missed the play-by-play.
oh nice.
I
Amazon.
was I was I was I was promoting SPY and saying how Dow sucks.
Ah, we'll do it too. But we'll do a spy with you on the call, okay? We'll do it together. We'll schedule that, and it will be a spy day with Yoda. Amazon just came. I guess my daughter she's into SpongeBob SquarePants now. She ordered the whole set of those plushies. So I got just an order of SpongeBob, Patrick, Gary the Snail, Plankton, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs. Man. Okay, guys. So, what's what is going on here, guys? Is anyone still holding their buy? Did anyone scale out? Because now you see we're building a little bit of a pattern on US 30. Came up. Okay, we got rejected 1, 2, 3, 4 times. There was no volume closing above there, so it pulled back down, right back into here, and Rav called it the golden cross. That was a short little scalp there for the 15 points, but you got to get in and out, and now it's coming right back up. So we might get, here's the bullish squeeze. Okay, so you see how things can come down, but did we break any critical structure? No, we came right back down here. Now they picked up all the bids. So we have no more volume now to cause this bullish squeeze. Here it is. Okay, so you see markets need to rotate down in order to grab liquidity to continue a move. This is a very healthy short squeeze. Here it goes. It's popping, guys. Okay, so even here, this, see where I had right here, impulse move from here to there. That's another, this is what scalpers look for this move right there to there. There's another 15 pips. Okay, you can go in and out, okay, with minimal drawdown, but you got to follow how it came down here, picked up the bids, and now it's coming right through here. And Bookmap was showing like how it, look at the size of the transaction bubbles. It's a lot of bullish momentum. Look at what we did with the cumulative delta. We were over here negative 500. Now we're right even. Right here, we're balanced out. Look at negative 35. It's going to go to back down to 0. So all of this was all net positive liquidity, buy side. There was a nice little short scalp there, but you got to pip and dip out of the markets because you're counter trading the original move. Now we could be breaking out of here for a squeeze, and now it's 2:30. Look at conveniently how they do this with 45 seconds left to go, and a new 30-minute candle opening. This was all at the end of the 30-minute candle. Sarah, you still have your NASDAQ buy? Good. Loot, you're still holding your NASDAQ buy? Amazing. Good job, guys. Okay, look at that squeeze. And see, Blair, NASDAQ is not moving. This is why we love US 30. Miss Jones,
Well,
look at, she's feeding us right now.
well, Ron, hold on.
I'm just
Hold on
playing,
a
guys.
second.
I'm just playing. I'm playing.
While you were away, I was saying there's a bull flag on the SPY 5 minutes.
Okay,
And I
there
pulled
you
out a
go.
bull flag.
Okay, see, I didn't hear that. I
Hold on,
didn't hear
buddy.
it. I didn't hear it, but I believe you said that. Okay, guys, go through your motions now. Red box. What do? Flip it green momentarily. Flip it. Okay, see if it's going to hold. See if it's going to maybe catch a retest. See how the wick came right down to the green box? It's holding. Let's see. Yep. Let's see if it can continue to pump out of here for a new high. And it's possibly going to do that. And where will it go? Look up to these previous wicks over here. Yep, here it goes. Guys, short squeeze afternoon. This is why, you know, when I woke up in London, it was 4, 5, 6 a.m. and it's just like a dead market. This is why I love trading mid-afternoon. Look at how you can get into nice trades, minimal drawdown. Maybe you catch a squeeze and then you turn a 15, 20, 30 pip trade into 50 pips. This is why I love trading mid-afternoons. Wall Street is my all-time favorite, but this time of the day, 1, 2, 3, going into close 4 p.m. is some of the best trading for this specific indices, for US 30, for SPY, for NASDAQ. Look at it. Just look how beautiful that retest was. As soon as I flipped the box green, coming right up to this red line right over here, previous wicks over here. We can see today, 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So we're kind of reversing all the way back up here. But this is going to come tumbling down, okay? Because we're going to look at this next liquidity level, 34, 250, 87, 23, 23. We see how we're squeezing. So if you're short selling, you're in big trouble. This is what's happening in the market. If you're shorting and you're wondering why your account is in so much drawdown, because you're getting squeezed right now. Look at it. This is where you got to trade with the market, guys, and let the market do what it needs to do. Stop countering. This is a counter, I told you. But it's good for right here, 15 pips. That's it. Get your pips, and I love how you guys dipped out. Because if you don't, This is what can happen. Now look at this squeeze right up to maybe the yellow line, the daily. Right up there, guys. Unbelievable. Beautiful. Look at that
Man,
squeeze, how beautiful it was.
look at that SPY go.
Yep.
But we are approaching EMA 200, EMA 300 on the
Yeah, it's
5 minute.
it's gonna retrace back. Like look at it, we're gonna get overbought up here on the
Un-
5 minutes.
Unless Nas breaks out, I think they're just both trying to peak out at the same time and decide together.
But that yellow line, that's a critical area. Wow, look at that short squeeze. See, like the sellers, they're getting trapped inside the candle and everything. But when it comes up to the yellow line, I'll even place a red box up here to show you. This is a critical level. That's why it's yellow. This was from our daily top-down analysis. So our 5-minute volume came all the way and filled that entire imbalance up to the next daily. You need to decide up here what you got to do. You don't need to close your entire buy, but you should scale out. This is where you got to reward yourself. It's like a payday. It's like a paycheck. You did your job, now it's time to get paid for your hard work. That was your trade. Just like if you go outside and you cut someone's grass and you charge them $30 for it. You finish your job, now it's time to get paid. Same
Yeah.
with trading. You did
You
your
see,
job, now it's time to get paid. If
you
you
see this though?
Mhm.
You see that? They
the
both wicked at the very peak.
Yeah, yeah. But
Uh,
this is what happens when you get, like, look at how it came right to the defined area. Like, we cannot make this any more clear than this. And that's why I'm telling you, you got to decide. Because if you don't, the market will decide for you. The market's going to decide for you, regardless. So you just kind of pissed away this entire zone from right here coming up. Maybe some of you guys don't care about 25 pips, but 25 pips is, to me, is huge. You just gave back to the market because you want more and you want more and you want more. Believe me, I've been there, guys. Yoda's been there. Dave's been there. Everyone on the PK's been there. We've gone through this. Everybody. You guys have all gone through this. Now it's time to start learning discipline in trading. Because if you don't, this is what unfortunately happens. Okay? This is where discipline comes in and you don't trade with the woulda, shoulda, couldas. You know when I say close at the strength of a candle at an identified area, that's right there. We've done this webinars a million times. We talk about this all the time. And don't do the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Yeah, it could have broke out for an extra 5, 10, 15 pips, but securing, there's nothing wrong with that, guys. Not if that's why we trade. Where's a good spot to sell? Closure below here, like anywhere down here closing. Maybe it's going to pull back up, and then you want to see maybe like work a double top up here. Maybe if Nasdaq can close below here, we flip this zone red. Maybe we'll start to look for sell opportunity there. But you got to also remember if you're selling, could be a counter because we're still coming into big bids in the VWAP. It could just come back all the way down, pick up more bids, and continue moving right back up. So you got to be very, very careful when you're looking for a sell on a bullish move. Yeah, Blair's just showing something in the Zoom, how SPY 200, 300 EMA wicked at the same time when NAS peaked. So there's charts in there, guys, if you want to see that. Okay, this is now where we can potentially be looking for some sell opportunities, but got to get volume to maybe close below these levels. If not, just could be picking up bids again and strong
yeah.
momentum coming right back up. So you have to be very, very, very careful counter trading.
Yeah. Well, this is where I always say, or this is why I use the EMA 20. So right now, NAS is at the EMA 20. So this is where I would say price is overextended.
Yep.
It cooled off, but now it's just,
Yep.
touching base with the EMA 20. So, we could consolidate for a little bit here. So like right now it's, bouncing and wicking off. It's about 10 pips above EMA 20 now. So, we have to keep in mind EMA averages. They are a moving dynamic. So they factor in moving policies, environments, economics, right? So there's two aspects. You have the statics, which are stationary, and then the dynamic levels, which are always constantly moving because it's factoring in all those macro policies that we hear each week, right? So they're all important.
Okay, and then you see what I mean? If you're selling that, it came down. It was a beautiful sell. but you got to dip. You got to dip out of the market. Otherwise, it's going to come back up. It's just picking up more bids and coming right back up until we start to see maybe a two tops, three tops, triple tops, double tops. Then maybe if it breaks the neckline down here, this is where we can potentially look for a sell down here. It might not be currently right now. What time is it? 2:37. This might be for a power hour move, developing in the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Or it could continue squeezing this afternoon. Okay, even Nasdaq, nothing has broke below here, closed below. It just came down to the green box, picked up bids, came down to the green box, picked up bids. Continuing possibly to drive for new highs and trapping all of these sellers that are trying hard to sell this. Is that all we have is 100 likes? Thanks guys for the 100 likes. But just it sucks guys. Everything we do here for 100 likes, unbelievable. Over 200 viewers and we only got 100 likes. I don't know. I don't know what else to do here for YouTube.
I see a 152 likes. 165 likes.
Oh, because now it's updating.
172.
Pump it, guys. Pump the likes. Pump it. Let's have a short squeeze on likes. Let's squeeze.
Seriously, as the likes are coming in, the price is going up.
Yeah, look at that, guys. Look at likes are volume, guys. Likes are volume. We need it. We need it. It gives us energy. It keeps us motivated. Come on, get these likes up, guys. What is there not to like about what we're doing? I'll show Kim Kardashian's ass real quick. Hopefully that will get the likes going up.
Well, you don't want to get banned.
or maybe just flash a Lamborghini. Where's Damien? We'll get him showing us the Lambo. How much money have I made in the last year of trading? Enough. More than enough. More than enough.
Enough to buy alphabet letters from Amazon.
The alphabet letters and the whole entire SpongeBob squad. Okay, you see this is a lot of selling pressure, okay? Like see these red bubbles here, these transactions? Red, but the bids are still trapping all of these sellers. The bids are still bidding it up. It's unbelievable, this buying pressure. Look at it. It's going to possibly take out this daily high again and continue to break and squeeze out of here. So I'll still be looking for sells below here, but I'm waiting for volume to close below here. Rav, you called it, bro, with that with the golden cross. Yeah, shout outs to Rav for calling out that golden cross. It came right down to where it was crossing over, and you see the bullish momentum. That's the bullish crossover. Yeah, nice call out. So we're going to maybe continue to penetrate, maybe possibly see how now it's three tops up here. This is that critical zone. Okay, but if it can, there's our high of the day. 34,000 and some change up there if it wants to get up there. But we'd like to see an impulse break, maybe closure above, maybe retest. But right now it's getting rejected. So it might have to come back down, pick up some more liquidity, maybe continue with this direction. And then this is where you have to be patient, okay? I know everybody probably wants to sell the market right now, but if you're selling the market, you're possibly going to get squeezed, just like every other trader who's trying to sell right now. So we have to wait for a break of structure. Unfortunately, we got to. If not, you're going to take small little feeler sells and speculate. So if you get squeezed, you can easily close that trade and get back in the market and regroup. But you don't want to get squeezed at a big size and then you have difficulty closing it because now you're in drawdown. Then you add another one, and then the market continues bidding you up and continue to come up and squeezing you now in 2 or 3 positions, and you're in trouble. So today's webinar that we're going to do later on, guys, is going to be like adding multiple positions in this type of trading. And when we have a a trend that's moving, how to add positions along with the trend. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Will you be explaining buying into strength?
Hmm.
Oh, I wish I had time to join, but my kids run around wild.
But there's got to be a trend. Like this is like Nasdaq right now is, you can see it's consolidating. So yeah, we can pick a side and start accumulating, but there's no real trend going on right now. So this is where it gets difficult. Like we're adding buys in here, and I add one buy here, two buys there, maybe three buys. If this unfortunately comes down, then I'm holding three positions maybe that could all be in drawdown. So there's a method of how to do this, how much you're willing to risk on adding positions. You gotta calculate it before you even take the trade, before you even do it. Everything has to be done strategic. There's got to be more of a trend. Like as much as like we joke around with Nasdaq is better than US 30 and this and that, but you can see here like US 30 is making more of a trend. It pushed up high, nice pullback, continued for a new high, maybe pullback, maybe a new high. Nasdaq is more of a ranging right now. So if we're still adding positions, it's still making it difficult to see what's going on. But with US 30, you can see clearly how it's trending. And then this is where we use our measuring tape to measure moves for the extended move. We want to measure a zone so we know what is our next zone. So if we're adding a position, how to scale out to, things like that. We'll talk about it in our webinar later on. Yeah, can I say when to go into a short position? Yeah, see this big green box right here? Right below this level. If Nasdaq comes tumbling down and closing below here in power hour, this could be a potential sell opportunity. Break of structure, retested, confirmed, flip this green box red, maybe you'll get a sell opportunity. Same with US 30. Below here, I have my green box. I'm waiting patiently. If I'm going to sell the market, it's going to be below here. But I want to see volume come down and close below here. I want confirmation. I don't want to just jump in. Otherwise, if you're just jumping in, it's just a pip and dip, because you could be coming right into bids and then they take you right back up for a ride. So you got to know exactly what you're looking for. Curious Dreamer, what is the most lots I have traded with? 10 lots, 20 lots. What does that have to do with anything? Yeah, but if you want to know, 10 lots, 20 lots. I don't recommend it for everybody until you get some experience. It's not easy to just take 10 lots and 20 lots. If I tell you how much you're in drawdown as soon as you hit the button, some traders will panic. You're already in $300 to $500 as soon as you hit the button. Spreads, commissions, all of that factor in the cost of trading. I believe that the best lots for scalping when you get really good at this is a standard lot. Okay, that's your comfort. Okay, again, analogies. All of us drive cars, right? There's highway. There's a slow lane, middle lane, and the fast lane. Okay, and you got to decide what type of driver you are. Okay, some people feel good driving in the slow lane and they're happy in there. Okay, that's like trading. If you're happy with your sizing and you're happy with it, that's your comfort zone, you trade there. If you want to come into the middle lane, you got to know that you maybe have to speed up a little bit. You got to drive a little bit faster in there. So maybe that's where you can increase your lot size. But to be in the fast lane, you know that you got to be driving very, very fast in there. So it's gradual. I don't think people can just drive in the slow lane and just jump right into the fast lane on the highway and just jump in there. It takes gradual progression. You got to go in the slow lane, middle lane, fast lane. And then there's some drivers who are very erratic drivers. They're like, you know them probably on the highway. They're driving, they're in and out, they're weaving, and just like a race car. Those are probably scalpers. They're very impulse traders, those type of guys. That's how I like to trade. I'm like that person driving a car like that. I don't drive like that. I'm just using analogies, but that's the way how I navigate around the markets. I might make a fast move somewhere, slow down, see what's going on, then I'm going to make another fast move and pass, and that's how I look at trading. That's scalping. You got to think fast. You got to make quick moves. You got to be able to dodge, weave, pivot, move, pass a car, go back, slow down, find another route. That's what scalping is. You got to think real fast. In Canada, unfortunately, we don't have that. We got speed limits over here. So I gotta know if I'm driving fast in Canada. I gotta know the consequences of that. Same with trading. If you're trading with big lot sizes, you gotta know the consequences. If you're driving a fast car with speed limits, you know that a police can pull you over and you can get possibly a speeding ticket. You can get demerit points taken away. You can get your car impounded. You could possibly cause an accident. You could hurt yourself, you could injure others. So same with trading. If you're trading with big lot sizing and you're not used to it, there's going to be consequences. You're probably not going to cause an accident like in a car, but there's going to be consequences when you're driving like that. So if you're trading with lot sizes, big lot sizes, and you can't handle it, you better understand that there's consequences. Consequences meaning you might lose all your profit. You might blow up an account. You will lose a lot of money. If that's not your style, then don't trade like that. Don't look at other people how they're trading. That might be good for someone else, but not good for you. You got to find what your comfort zone is. Only you know. I can't tell you what your comfort zone is. I feel like a nice comfortable size to trade with is if you can get to a standard lot size. $10 per pip across the board. That's why it's called a standard lot. It's standardized. Okay? A lot of traders like to trade with a standard lot. That's what I would strive for. And you need at least a minimum $100,000 prop firm account to be trading with standards. Or you need to be trading with your own financial money if you're not doing a prop firm. But you have to have quite a bit in there to be trading with standards comfortably, where you're not panicking. So if you go and draw down 10, 15 pips, yeah, you're down 100, 150 US dollars. That's for most traders will panic at that. But when you're trading with a larger sizing and you know what to get out of the market, maybe it's going to become your comfort zone and it's going to become everyday routine for you. I use those analogies, guys. Sorry for those silly analogies, but more people understand driving a car. Okay, maybe everybody drives a car here. And when you get in and drive a car, it's the same thing over and over every day. Do you question yourself when you're driving a car every single time you change gear or you're going from reverse drive? No, it just comes to be routine. So trading probably is just routine for me, for Blair, for Dave, for PK, for everybody at SST. It's just we want to get you just doing this as your daily routine. You don't even have to second guess yourself or question yourself. Just watch what's going on in the market, react, and get in and out. Okay, so now we're breaking this critical level. Okay, so we're going to see how this is going to close now. 15 more seconds to go. What time is it? 2:50. So we're maybe 10 minutes and we're getting into power hour. So this could be one move coming up. Here it comes down. It might come right back up to grab some more liquidity up here. But we're going to start to see where the offers are coming in the market. Maybe we could potentially get like a double top and maybe come down power hour and maybe start to sell off down in here. Okay. Same with NASDAQ below here. Got to wait for it to get down there. Down here. If not, this might continue be buy side. Okay. Blair, do you want to add anything? We got 10 more minutes and I got to get out of here.
Nothing. It's quiet. It's dead.
Yeah.
What's tomorrow morning news? Because normally
Lots of
the
news
last
tomorrow,
10
guys.
minutes.
Yeah, lots of news tomorrow, guys. Let's just look at Forex Factory real quick for tomorrow. Full day of red folders starting in London. Okay, so over here, London is 3 a.m. So 3:15, we've got French flash manufacturing PMI. Back-to-back folders. We go into 3:30, German flash manufacturing PMI at 3:30. 4 a.m. we've got high moderate impact flash manufacturing. 4:30, GBP flash manufacturing. So look at all of these. If you're trading the euro tomorrow, the pound, DAX, anything like this in pre-London and London, look at all the red folders. Then we get into 9 a.m. Wall Street. We have 9:45. We've got the U.S. flash manufacturing PMI. So look at all of the red folders tomorrow. We got a lot. It's going to be very volatile tomorrow. We got to trade careful on a Friday too, and lots of red folders tomorrow in the markets. Yeah. So, but did it anything really close below here and no, it's still bullish. We're creating our neckline. Nasdaq is still pushing higher highs. We're going to see, has it broke anything down here? No. So it's still buy side right now. Guys, and thanks for stepping up those likes. Really, really, really do appreciate it. Thank you guys. I saw that you guys got it over 200, so thank you guys. Do appreciate it. Sometimes we got to be reminded, but it's okay. It's all good. Thank you guys. Okay, and if you guys are going to be trading in power hour, okay, just understand what could happen. We're creating a neckline now, maybe going into power hour. So the next possible move could be coming right back up to test up here. Could be an impulse break where they grab liquidity and then bring the market down. Maybe if it doesn't hit the double top, maybe up here to the red line, maybe it comes up there and then pushes back down. What we're looking for more over here for a sell is liquidity to close below here, maybe a possible retest, then start dropping down into here. And as it drops, we're looking for like levels. Okay, could drop down to that red line. If it cannot hold this green box, then here's the bigger one, and that's the yellow daily down here. It could come down, go right back up. Okay, that's one possible path. If there's going to be a continued bullish momentum, making higher highs in power hour, it could break out of here. And then what we're looking for is to retest this, maybe flip this daily area, this red box here, green, and maybe we're going to come back up and attempt to take out today's high. That's one possible path. Right now the market is kind of balanced. You see the CVD right over here? It's right around the baseline, negative 70. So the market is just balancing itself out again. Where we were negative 500, we came up positive 100, and now we're just flatlining, baselining right here. The market is just balancing itself out, getting ready for next hourly move. But if you want to scalp in before, like get in before power hour, you see it came up green, got rejected, coming down here, but we're right at that 9 EMA, so it's still holding. So we got to get some red volume closing below here. And then this is another question: do you want to trade leading into power hour? I personally like to stay out until 3 p.m. opens, then I start to follow the moves. But some of you guys are already in a trade going into power hour, so I just want to make it clear that there's going to be some volatility at 305. You know, most of you guys that trade that time of the day are aware of it. And also the last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes, 350, 355, 4 p.m. is extremely volatile. Okay, you're going to see some large volume-based candles in these indices from 350 to 4 o'clock. Okay, it gets really, really fast-paced at that time. Some scalpers will just come in for the last 10 minutes and get in and out real quick. Okay, and see the bullish move continue. Nasdaq is coming back up to the high of the day. Okay, and look at US 30, how it made its neckline, coming right back up. What I said, to the red line or maybe up to here. So it's looking for its double top. It could continue squeezing if it breaks out of here. Okay, so no sells down here because no volume has closed below. Look at Nasdaq pumping out of here. Okay, so Nasdaq just broke its high of the day up there. That purple line took out the high. So conveniently, it's taking out the high right before power hour. So where I was looking for a sell down there, I have that red line support. Maybe if it comes down, I'm going to look for maybe a sell below there. So I'm starting to just increase where I was looking, and then this is where I'll start a position on a sell maybe, and if it closes below here and respects this area, I could add another position at this area. So this is how I'm allowing it to move up. I'll either buy with the move, or if I'm looking to sell, I'm looking for my levels where to possibly sell. Okay, and CUS30 came up almost to that like red line and not didn't create a new higher high or break there. So maybe it's consolidating down here just right before power hour. Watch down here, but it might come up for that last bit squeeze. Look at the liquidity levels up there. There's 82 offers up there. I'll place another like yellow line up there to show you. Maybe the yellow line helps you see it clearly up there, that this is where those big offers are. There's the heat right there. Blair, thanks for joining today. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Nasdaq is breaking out, guys. So Nasdaq is continuing to squeeze out of here. So this level never broke. The hourly never broke. The no volume closed below here. So they came down to pick up the bids. Came down, pick up the bids. They got the volume, and now they're continuing to squeeze for new highs and just trapping short sellers. That's why if you're selling, guys, even these two body candles, they're really nice full body candles. But you need to learn. Like if you sold here to there, you got yourself 20 pips. But get in and out maybe. Because look at what can happen. Now the market is coming right back where you entered. You're probably at a break even now on sell and possibly going to squeeze you out here where it puts you in drawdown now. This move is happening right before power hour. We have 90 seconds to go. Is anyone still holding like original down in here? Maybe that breakout or the continuation candle maybe didn't get affected by that pullback. Is anyone still holding? If you are, wow, that's an impressive hold on your part. Sweeping, you got new high on S&P 500. Yeah, so that's good too. So if we're going to follow the S&P is making some new highs. Nasdaq is making some new highs. Quite possibly US30 is going to follow with some new high, maybe fill this range right through here. There's US30's high. Okay, so we haven't hit our high yet of the day. Nasdaq and S&P are breaking out. Okay, so this is like a little afternoon short squeeze. And then maybe it's going to come out, test the highs.
1 minute, 3 o'clock.
Yep. And then guys, I got a few more minutes and then I got to head out. But yeah, it's always a pleasure trading with you guys. It's always a pleasure educating, answering your questions. Great questions today. Thank you guys for that. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate that as well. Some of you guys did extremely well today, like 5%, guys. That's no joke. Maybe consider taking tomorrow off and enjoy that day. I want you guys to understand how that feels. You could trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and do really well and give yourself a long weekend. That's what some traders do, and it's really, really nice when you can do that. We stream daily. We stream daily here. Always daily. Okay. Now here's power hour. So go through the motions. Okay. See this red box? Bring it across static and flip it. Change the color real quick. Okay. Now in case it comes back down, we're looking to hold support here. US30 is trying to break out. Okay. Brian, nice. You'll take my advice and take Friday off? Yeah. And I'm going to ask you about it. I'm going to ask you. Have the discipline because you're going to want to come back in the markets, believe me. But just do not, okay? And then we'll talk about it on Monday and see how nice it is. Feel it. You can start to give you guys, if you guys get good at this, you can start to give yourselves long weekends. Okay, look at the big rejection now. Okay, so power hour, it came up. Now it's coming back down red. This could be the double top. Okay, now or the retest right here for Nasdaq. I'll be looking for sells below here. I set up alerts too. I trade on my mobile. I'll have mobile alerts. When I get out of here, I scalp power hour too. I don't have to be at my desktop. I don't have to be here at my house. I can trade on the go. That's why I'm a mobile trader. I love scalping on the go. I flip more down to the 1 minute candles when I'm scalping, like power hour and on my mobile. I get real quick, fast moves, in and out, in and out. Sometimes you'll pick up a nice move in power hour where it's more than 20, 30, 40, 50 pips and it's a nice push. Okay, so there's a start of a formation of a double top. It's looking nice where it came up, 3 rejections. There's our neckline right there at our previous green box. It came back up, came up, back into here, and pushing down. So you see the buyers, they're trapped up there. There they are. These guys bought right away when power hour opens. So they're stuck up there. So the market is trying to move away from them. But as it's moving away, it's picking up the bids down here. So it may come back up and save these guys and maybe go for a new higher high. So that's why we're looking for structure to break down here. Okay, guys, but that's it from me. Thanks, Blair, for joining. I appreciate you. Try and get on as much as you can with us. We value your input. And I know that you're trying to convert us to NASDAQ, but it's not going to work with me. I'll stick with Miss Jones. Everyone else on the stream, thank you guys on Zoom for joining. Later on at 6 p.m. we'll have our 1-hour webinar. We'll talk about adding positions and how to trade that type of style. Thanks everyone on YouTube for joining. We appreciate you guys as well. Thank you for the likes, subscribes, hit the notification so you don't miss out on our next live education. And we'll see you guys. Have a great evening. Thanks for joining, guys. Martin, the webinar will be posted. Yeah, it will be recorded and we'll post it probably Friday or Saturday morning. It will be posted. Okay. Thanks, guys. Continue to watch your levels if you're going to trade power hour. I'll be looking for something below here myself. And if it comes back up and squeezes, we'll be looking for some buys to the upside. So thank you, guys. Thanks, Shahab. Thanks for joining, bro. Appreciate you guys. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you, guys. If you want the free Bookmap link, we have it provided. You can practice Bookmap with BTC. Bitcoin is going crazy right now. So learn for free. There's nothing wrong with a free platform. Yes, you cannot subscribe to Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, gold, or crude. But what you can do is you can practice for free with Bitcoin. That's what you want to do. You want to practice. Learn what the current order book is. Learn what these offers are. Learn what these bids are. Learn what this volume profile is. Learn what these transaction bubbles mean and absorption and liquidity grabs and stop hunts and things like that. Learn how to use a heat map for free. Nothing wrong with that. Use the link in the description. And also, guys, if you're looking for a broker, we recommend you open up a demo account. Try HankoTrade or AAAFx. Okay, guys? So thank you. Yeah, as King Sniper. Oh, thank you for yesterday. I was talking yesterday and you gave that donation. I appreciate you yesterday. For donating that $5. That's amazing, man. Thank you. We don't ask for that. We don't want that. That's respect on you for doing that. But I just want to mention all those proceeds go to help growing the channel. So we do appreciate it, but you're not obligated to do that, guys. All we ask for in return is a like button, okay? Costs nothing. If you're getting good value, we appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate all of you guys. Have a good evening, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Hey guys, good morning.
Yeah,
good morning.
later, bro.
Welcome to the live session with Stocksnipertrading. My name is Dave, guys. My partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, you guys, 200 pips, please. Secure.
Trading with a perfect broker is the key, which takes you one step ahead. At AAAFx, we have you covered. The future of Forex is zero commission. Here at AAAFx, we offer ultra low commission, which starts at 99 cents per lot. Our account's spreads start from 0.0 pips. With account leverage up to 500x, and can have a minimum deposit of $100, with an additional 100% deposit bonus, regulated by HCMC Greece, compliant with ESMA, EU, regulated with FSCA, South Africa. Nothing to lose, but something to gain. Trade with the world's most liquid market provider, AFX, recommended by Stocksnipertrading. To get started, use the affiliate link below.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. with multiple options of brokers on the web. Here at Stocksnipertrading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.